Hello students, welcome to my channel Engineers Academy. Kindly subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed my channel yet. Now I am going to solve this problem 331. In this problem we are given that the two light pulleys are fastened together and form an integral unit. So we have two light pulleys, they are combined together, and it is said that they are prevented from turning about their bearing at O by a cable wound securely around the smaller pulley and fastened to point A, right? So here we have a cable which is fastened to this point A. So this cable prevents all this integral unit from the rotation about this point O. So we are asked to calculate the magnitude R of the force supported by the bearing O for the applied 2 kilonewton load. So here 2 kilonewton load is applied, right? So we have to find the reactions at this point O, at this bearing, right? So we have to find the reactions. So now if I draw those reactions at this point O, so there will be one reaction in, let's say, in this direction. Let's say one reaction is in this direction, and let's say that this is our x. Let's say this is our positive x and this is our positive y direction, right? This is positive x, this is positive y. And there will be one reaction, let's say that reaction is acting in the positive y direction. Let's say this reaction is ry, right? So now, and this cable, and there will be tension in this cable, and the direction of the tension in this cable will be in this direction, right? So let's say that this is the tension, and we are given the radiuses of both of these pulleys, right? So the radius of the smaller pulley is 125 mm and the radius of the larger pulley is 200 mm. So this is given, right? Now if I draw a line from this point O to this point, let's say, so then this cable and this line will be perpendicular to each other, since this cable will be tangent to this smaller pulley, right? So then this will be perpendicular. So now if we consider this triangle, let's say that this triangle is OAB. If we consider this triangle OAB, and let's say that this angle is, let's say, alpha. So now we can find the sine alpha and cos alpha from this triangle, right? Or we can find this angle alpha from this triangle. So if we find the angle alpha, so then if we apply the sine of alpha to this triangle, right? So sine of alpha, so OA is the hypotenuse, right? So it will be perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. So this is the perpendicular, which is the radius of this smaller pulley. So we can write that the perpendicular is 125 and the hypotenuse is this OA length. So this is 325 mm, which is given, right? So this is 325. So now alpha will be equal to, if we find this angle alpha, so then this will be sine inverse 125 divided by 325, right? So this will give us alpha angle. So this comes out to be 22.62 degrees, right? So this is the alpha angle that tension T is making with the positive x-axis. So if we apply the summation of moment at point O equals to 0, if we apply this equilibrium condition, and let's assume that counterclockwise moment is positive, right? So now as we can see that this tension T in this cable is producing clockwise moment about this point O, right? So we will write that this is minus T is unknown, and the perpendicular distance of this T from this point O is this radius of the smaller pulley, which is 125 mm, right? So we will multiply this with 125. And now as we can see that this 2 kilonewton force is producing counterclockwise moment about this point O. So we will write plus, and this will be 2, and the perpendicular distance of this 2 kilonewton from this point O is again this radius of the larger pulley, right? So this is the perpendicular distance. So this perpendicular distance is equal to the radius of this larger pulley, which is 200, right? So I will write 200 equals to 0. So then if we solve this, so then T will be equal to minus 2 into 200 divided by minus 125. So this tension T comes out to be 3.2 kilonewton, right? So this is 3.2 kilonewton. So now we know the magnitude of this tension T, which is 3.2 kilonewton. So now we can resolve this T into its rectangular components, right? So if I resolve this tension T into its components, right? So one component will be in this direction, and let's say this is Tx, and there will be one component in this direction. Let's say that this is Ty, right? So if I put it here, and this will be vertical, remember, right? So let's say that this is Ty, and Tx is T cos of alpha, and Ty is T sin of alpha, right? So now if we apply the summation of forces along x equals to 0, right? So as we can see, and let's say that this is our positive direction, right? So this Tx is acting in the positive direction, so I will write plus Tx, and again this Rx is acting in the positive x direction, so I will write plus Rx equals to 0. So this means that Rx is equal to minus Tx, and Tx is T cos of alpha, right? So I will write T 3.2 cos of alpha, which is 22.62 degrees, right? So this will give us Rx. So I will find it a bit later, right? And now if we apply the summation of forces along y equals to 0, and if this is our positive direction, so as we can see that this Ty is acting in the negative direction, so I will write minus Ty. Similarly, this Ry is acting in the positive direction, so I will write plus Ry, and this 2 kilonewton is acting in the negative direction, so I will write minus 2 equals to 0. So Ry is equal to 2 plus Ty, and Ty is T sin of Ty, and this is 2 plus this is 3.2 sine of 22.62 degrees, right? So this is Ry. So let me find this Rx and Ry. So this comes out to be minus 2.95, this is minus, right? So this is 2.95 kilonewton, and Ry comes out to be 3.23 kilonewton, right? So this is 2.3223 kilonewton. And now in this problem we are asked to calculate the magnitude resultant, magnitude R of the force, right? So we have to find the resultant of Rx and Ry, right? So the magnitude, so R magnitude will be equal to Rx square plus Ry square under the root, right? So Rx is minus 2.95, so this will become minus 2.95 whole square plus is 3.23 whole square. This will give us R magnitude. So this comes out to be 4.37 kilonewton. So this is the solution of this particular problem.